When estimating labor for commercial jobs, especially considering potential delays caused by other trades, several factors must be taken into account. Schedule coordination is crucial. Determine when other trades, such as masons, will be working and plan your labor accordingly to avoid conflicts or delays. This involves communication with the general contractor and other subcontractors to understand the overall project schedule and dependencies. Next is contingency planning. Allow for additional labor IOs to account for unforeseen events or delays caused by other trades. A buffer of 10% to 20% might be appropriate depending on the complexity and the potential for disruption. Crew size and efficiency also matters. Consider the size of your crew and their productivity levels to estimate the labor IOs required. An experienced and well-coordinated crew will complete tasks faster than a less experienced one. Factors such as the skill level of the electricians, the availability of tools and equipment, and the layout of the workspace all contribute to crew efficiency. Then think about industry benchmarks. Use industry data or consult with experienced contractors to establish average labor times for specific tasks in commercial projects. Organizations like the National Electrical Contractors Association, also known as NECA, provide resources and data on labor productivity for various electrical tasks. Local union halls may also offer insights into prevailing labor rates and expected productivity levels. When it comes to the markup difference between commercial and residential jobs, markups in commercial projects are typically higher than in residential jobs due to several reasons. Firstly, increased liability. Commercial projects carry higher risks and liabilities, requiring more insurance coverage and risk management measures. The potential for large-scale damage or injury is greater in commercial settings, necessitating higher insurance premiums and more stringent safety protocols. This added cost is reflected in the markup. Secondly, complex materials and systems. Commercial buildings often use specialized materials and systems that require more technical expertise and installation time. Examples include sophisticated lighting control systems, fire alarm systems, and large-scale power distribution systems. The cost of these materials and the specialized labor required to install them contribute to the higher markup. Thirdly, project management and coordination. Commercial projects involve more complex project management and coordination tasks such as obtaining permits, managing multiple subcontractors, and ensuring compliance with building codes. The administrative overhead and the time spent coordinating with various stakeholders add to the overall cost of the project and are factored into the markup. Market factors also play a role. The local market conditions, competition, and availability of skilled labor can also affect the markup. In areas with high demand and limited supply of electricians, contractors may be able to command higher markups. Conversely, in competitive markets, contractors may need to lower their markups to win bids. A reasonable markup range for commercial projects can vary from 20% to 50%, depending on the factors mentioned above. However, it's important to research your specific market and project to determine an appropriate markup. Consider the following factors when determining your markup: project complexity, risk assessment, market conditions and competition, overhead costs, desired profit margin. For project complexity, more complex projects with intricate electrical systems and tight deadlines will warrant a higher markup. For risk assessment, projects with higher potential for delays, change orders, or other unforeseen issues should have a higher markup to cover the increased risk. Market conditions and competition. Research the prevailing markups in your local market and adjust your markup accordingly to remain competitive while still achieving your desired profit margin. Overhead costs. Accurately calculate your overhead costs, including insurance, office expenses, vehicle expenses, and other indirect costs, and factor them into your markup. Desired profit margin. Determine your desired profit margin, taking into account your business goals and the level of risk associated with the project.